My name is Amy Purciarele. I run a fractional consulting HR agency called Purciarele Group. We love to tell people that we love HR, so you don't have to. We handle everything HR related, A to Z for you. Some of the biggest challenges that I've seen, there's a lack of clarity. What is my job? What am I here to do? What is tomorrow? Like, do I have any upward mobility, sideways mobility? The other is burnout. I'm a great employee. I don't mind working 12 hours a day. You continue to pile things on there. There's leadership avoidance where I go ask a clear and direct question. Leadership isn't prepared or comfortable to answer that question. And then really sort of the culture drift, the culture overall. And you and I talked a little bit, smaller companies, they may not have culture or think they have culture, but they might. And they're overlooking maybe a negative sort of culture build or a positive culture build that they can focus on as well. More of what I see is you started your business ground up. Now you have the team and you're almost like a family unit. So you treat those people more like family, which we hear businesses family. Not everybody likes their family. It's dysfunctional, those things. But then you create this culture that's misleading where you can come to me with anything, but then when you come to me with the wrong thing, I don't know how to manage that. And that's what I see more often than, HR isn't needed, we're good. I see this, we've built a culture of family and not necessarily the good kind. This is the kind that potluck dinners go awry, maybe the cops are called, who knows, but it doesn't build like the best culture that you want to move forward. Your folks get comfortable with being lackadaisical, doing what they want, behaving the way they want, and then that leader, they grew that culture and they may not have the mindset or capability to adjust that culture to one that's really business-like and can continue to propel the business forward. I think it's not scalable. And I think you then, like I say, you get into sort of the dysfunctional family instead of a team sort of environment where we learn, grow, and build together. The family sort of you stay stagnant, you overlook things because Bob's been with the company since day one, or however you look at it, and you're not focusing on the big picture, the future as to where you could be if you removed the sort of family dynamic and moved into team collaboration and building. Some of the big ones that I have found, I know start time is 8 a.m., but my dog's schedule doesn't allow me to be to work at 8 a.m. I literally had an employee tell me this as I was working with their company, and I'm like, but the schedule's 8 a.m. I've been here for years. They're okay with it. So that right there, this person who's been there for years, she'll show up whenever she wants. Well, what if you have a client meeting? What if there's a set expectation? Or what if you bring someone in new and Sally, the dog walker, shows up late every day? So it's really those little things that you're like, it's okay, it's just Sally. Or Bob, who every third Friday has the flu and you overlook it because he's been there. Those little bitty red flags, they add up. It's not a circus, it's literally a red flag town. And if you overlook those in the beginning, I think they sort of bite you in the end. It just culminates to nobody shows up time, nobody respects the true culture that should be there. And now you have to go fix everything. And then also, so I would think on the client side of that, Sally shows up late to every client meeting, your client's going to go find business elsewhere. Regardless of what service you offer, there's probably 10 of us in every town that offer same similar services. So if Sally shows up late to every meeting, why would I tolerate that? Let me go somewhere else. So then you lost that business with something you could have easily corrected the second time she was late to work or the second time Bob marked off sick, every third Friday. You can nip that in the bud right away and move forward with that sort of culture. It's a solid policy. Figure out what is going wrong, how it really should look. So if it's an attendance concern, come up with a great attendance policy. Have a conversation with your employees. So they're sort of giving you guidance as to what they're looking for. That way, the policy itself is more of a collaboration than a dictation. Roll out that new policy, have those conversations, implement HR of some sort if you want sort of the bad guy in the middle. So then they can say, I know, Sally, but HR said we had to. Those kind of things. And I've found a lot of founders with the smaller companies, they like that. They're still the amazing owner and HR is the bad guy. That's okay. But then it also sort of reinvigorates your staff. Here's a policy, I need to follow it, and I need to make sure the owner, the business is good, so we all stay here.